Hey guys, Jamiy, and today on Roblox we're playing some more Lumion Legacy, as you can see on the screen right now. And so today we're going to be looking at Mutagon. I finally actually got a secret ability one. Also in yesterday's stream we were doing some 2v2s, and also I was hunting for it at the same time. At the end of that stream I actually got an alpha one, which also we didn't keep. I hunted for a bit. I got it like an hour ago. It's like half 1 a.m. right now, so hey, we finally got one low. Also we're going to be using this, and right now this is super scary. This might be this definitely is one of the best Lumions right now. Also it can be beaten by some things, but yeah, also I exactly know what team he's bringing, so we can definitely bring like a counter for this. Very nice, I like it. The only issue, I have no idea really what to bring. I don't really need this, so there's no point really bringing it. I have Mutagon anyway. Chartiki, nah. Ikazune might as well. Gabantis might as well. And I guess I might as well actually just bring these, and I'll lead off actually with this. Yeah, I'll lead with Tyrexes. If it's Desperado lead or Borok leads. Also, actually, do I have more melee attack? I don't think I do, because I'm not very brawny. But I get it terrifying. Is it TP trends? Yes, it is. Okay, so it is neutral. I mean, I think I can stay in, and I can take one at the very least. But we have Borok, we have Strasor. Is it worth keeping it out? No. I'm not going to go into Gabantis though. We'll save that for later for the Vesperado, because Vesperado is pretty scary. Because also, they can do a lot of damage. So anyway, also they're going to go, ooh, nice earthquake, bro. And actually, there we are. So the animation does go off even if it misses, or it isn't, or it's immune. So then, let's go for Mutagon. Like I said, one of the scariest Lumions. Right now, I am running Brawny. Although you could run Nimble. I was actually going to run a Nimble one originally. But I thought, nah, I'll go for the melee attack. So I'll go over this one. I'll quickly give like a tip, I guess, also at the end, what the Nimble one can do. Also, item is Power Cuss, moves, Telekinetic Sweep, the signature move, Mega Punch, also best stab right now for it. Frost Punch for coverage, for Borok, obviously, pretty good. And Brawn boosts. For the training, I have 200 melee attack, max out the melee attack to hit as hard as possible. 28 energy allows me to get 305 energy, which also lets me use 1 Brawn boost. And 5 telekinetic sweeps, I think, so also it gets boosted to 56 energy with Power Cuss, 25 extra %. And then the speed allows me to outspeed 200 non-nimble Borok. I am just going to click Reflection Burst here. I actually want to quickly double check that one again for the speed. I'm pretty sure it is. I might be running a little bit too less speed. Was that Tatab? Tatab coming in? Really? And Borok. Borok with 200 speed is 118. Also, we have 184, I think we have. Yeah, which is 119. So that's what the speed is for. It's mostly just outspeed Borok, because also Borok is always going to be super scary against a lot of Lumions. That actually did quite a bit of damage as well. I like that. So yeah, but also that's the set that I'm running. The rest is run to health. If you're running a Nimble one, you just want to run, I believe it's 144 speed, is from what I was told. That'll let you outspeed with Nimble a smart Ikazune that's running 200 speed. You get a speed creep that, although I think most people might want to swap over to Nimble Ikazune just for the fact that the speed creep is like really close to Ikazune right now. So they might want to start running Nimble, to be honest. I'm not really too sure. I could actually go into Mutagon here. So yeah, also I have the secret ability. You could run the tank, but the secret ability lets it hit way harder. So I got that, although it's not as tanky, but also Jungle Jutsu, where a my type with huge melee defense. And that wasn't even a crit. They only hit for like 55. Pretty good. Okay, pretty good. I want to click Frost Punch. I want to click a Brawn Boost, but there's no way, because if Sochi comes out, I don't really want to deal with it. Frost Punch is probably my best move. Honestly, if the Vesperado comes out, I go into Gabantis. So yeah, but like I said, this thing can destroy some teams. If they don't really have things for it, it's super easy. So straight away, if you need something to counter like Mutagon, it's very difficult. There's nothing really that can like completely counter it. Like a lot of things that can beat it don't really want to swap into it. I'm going to go for Frost Punch here, because also predicting the swap out into probably Vesperado. It's actually Strasor. Strasor technically, I mean, I got a crit, which is actually great. It's actually frail armor low. I don't want to stay in. I don't really want to take any damage, because it's probably an offensive settling. So we're gonna go into Tyrex, because they can't really hit me. Plus, he's gonna also click an air move, so Tyrex makes the most sense here. So might as well. So yeah. Also, Stratosaur, if it's like the defensive one, which I'm running, which I'm gonna have to get a new one, because you kind of want your Stratosaurs now to outspeeds. So yeah, the very nimble, the very sluggish Stratosaurs that a lot of people run, I think you might as well just get rid of it right now. To be honest, it's run very frail, so I'm gonna have to get a new one, which is alright, I guess. So yeah, I'm actually getting an offensive one, like a speedy offensive one. That could be kind of cool. What could he go into right now? I don't know, but I'm going to click Scapegoat. He could click Metal Shriek here, that'd be the best play for them, I believe, but he might want to save it. Or actually could Perch. Perching and then swapping out would have been the play, I think, because, I mean, what I'm going to do, just click Complete Demolition, and then also he gets a free turn to swap out, and I can't hit him, so yeah, that's fine. That's fine, though. I'm going to click Earthquake before I do anything, before I swap out. I could actually Power Focus and then Complete Demo. That probably will one-shot Balrog, maybe, or take it very close, but no point in risking it. I'll just click Earthquake. We could, if it two-shots, I might as well stay in, because we outspeed. We do, actually that was a crit. I'm not going to risk it then. Even if we are running Brawny, I don't really want to risk it, so we're going to swap back out into Stratosaur, which is very nice. But yeah, Mutagon, very, very scary, but for like checks and counters, also if you don't know, it is a Mind and a Brawler type. It is weak to Dark, Air, and Toxic, and then quad weak to Spirit. So if you've got a Revenine, a very nimble Revenine, also you can't swap it in, because it's still going to take, it's probably going to get one shot to be honest, but it's going to take a lot of damage. Unless it's like 100%, you know, it's a Mega Punch, then I guess you could. We're going to go into a Stratosaur here, there's no point to not. I mean, my team's actually really good for his team. Also, when you're doing battles, okay, bring 7 Lumions. Because if you only bring 5, I can literally, if I have 7, I can literally bring my best 7 to counter your 5, only 5. So I mean, bring 7, even if they're not like TP trained, just having something like in your team type make them think, oh, they could bring that is worth it. Even if they aren't TP trains, still worth it in my opinion. We might as well go back into Ikazune here and then just click Fire Breath. I don't see the reason why not. So yeah, other than that though, like I said, for the nimble set, it's kind of the same. You want to still run the energy. It's just like you're trying to outspeed Ikazune, smart Ikazune, although mine, I run nimble, Ikazune's, and I still need to get my secret ability one. I want to click Flash and Flee, but it's a bit too risky. I'm going to click Fire Breath. They actually stayed in, nice. I was kind of expecting like Sorchi or the Tatab to come out predicting the Flash and Flee, but glad I stayed in. I'm going to also just going to... Actually, I could go for the Flash and Flee now, because I'm pretty sure it will KO it if they don't... If they stay in it, it doesn't one-shot them. Not Tatab, not Tatab, not Tatab. Yes, Bork is fine. Bork is fine. Although, if I click Fire Breath, it would have died, so never mind, I guess not the best. We do outspeed him with Mutagon, so we can actually bring it in now, claim our first kill of it. I'm just gonna... I want to Frost Punch, but I'm gonna Mega Punch, I think. But then again, Sorchi could come out of his run, like, running a lot of melee defense. So I'm gonna Frost Punch. If I miss low, it's probably dead. So hopefully we don't. He should just click Quick Punch, Quick Pounce, right? Yeah. Quick Pounce, it does an alright. We're still not under half. And we took out Bork. So our first KO with Mutagon. Very nice. But yeah, this thing is super good. So yeah, like I said, Revenine, also Spectral Burst, Ghostly Howl, can one-shot it. If the Mutagon is running tank and he's running like quite a bit of health, I'm pretty sure nothing in the game can one-shot it unless they've got a couple of boosts. So like Temper on Revenine would one-shot it, but if it was like a normal Revenine, I'm not too sure about like Power Cuss. Power Cuss might be able to like slip through the tank, but again, most of the time you're going to want to run the secret ability. To be honest, it's just way better. Here's Garbantis, that's why I brought it. Doesn't really care about Vesperatu, very nice. But yeah, like I said, Revenine, Dusky is really good for it, obviously, but at the same time, Dusky right now isn't that great in the meta. Revenine is way better because also it's a fire type. It can deal with a lot of the metal types in the metagame. Vesperatu is pretty good. Also resists my mind move. It's immune to my spirit move. I only have Frost Punch, so you might want to run like a very bulky Vesperatu. Also, it can swap into the stab moves. It just doesn't want to swap into like a boosted Frost Punch, for example, which is why I'm just non-stopping clicking Frost Punch, just in case it comes into that. So yeah, he should go into his Stratosaur here, but I'm pretty sure I can deal with it now anyway, so that's fine. I haven't really taken like too much damage on anything. I'm still above half health on everything, so nice. So yeah, Mutagon super scary. The only thing that gets Brawn boost right now, obviously. Eventually in the game, all the things will get it. Although I'm gonna wait until like at least like the 5th or the 6th battle feature, I think, because it's way too early, I think, for everything to start getting it. Because, like, let's just try, for example, like, a Tatab gets it. Tatab would be so scary. Like, Tatab probably wouldn't even care about Vesperado. Like, yeah, the plant type move isn't that great right now, but still, it's like, I don't know about that one. But yeah, eventually they will, it's just a bit too early. Mutagon, it's a roamer, so it's like, it's whatever, I guess. I'm starting to learn that I shouldn't, like, be too harsh on roamers. They're meant to be good. Also, if you look at Duskit, and I've said this a few times, okay, Tatab's down, nice. I've said this a few times, but if you look at all of the other roamings, we've got Duskit, Ikazune, and Protogon, and they all have a little bit of a problem. Duskit, in my opinion, I think the stats are great. The move pool is alright. I mean, also it could have better moves, like a better mind type move, but other than that, I mean, that's fine. But I think the place where Duskit lacks is mostly the typing. Mind and Spirit, in my opinion, isn't exactly the greatest type combo in the worlds. I'm gonna go into Ikazune here. There's no... Actually, Tyrex would have been better, but oh well. So yeah, so that's the problem for Duskit that I think. Like I said, the moves are a bit iffy. Other than that, we have... Ooh, I basically just click Thunder Strike. I mean, what do they even have for this anymore? I guess... I mean, they could go into Vesperado, but I'm clicking Thunder Strike. Other than that, we have Ikazune. Ikazune's typing is great in my opinion. I love the typing. It's only quad weak to water and quad weak to earth. I think the typing is great on it compared to Duskit's. The stats, well, the move pool I think is good, really good on Ikazune. But I think where Ikazune lacks is the stats. Also, it was going to be a lot quicker. Basically what I did was I mostly swapped. I didn't really like completely swap, but it was going to have a lot of speed and it was going to have a lot less melee attack. I decided to like mix them up a little bit, so also give it a bit slower speed, because Ikazune is very scary, would have been way too scary with like the speeds. So yeah, that's most of what Ikazune is. But like I said, Ikazune like right now is like one of the best roamers other than Mutagon, but we'll get into Mutagon later. I'm gonna go into Tyrex here, I think. Actually, I think Strasol might be better, but it's just set up fodder, so we'll go into Tyrex. On that low, then we have Protogon. Typing is great, it's pure metal, that's a really good typing to be honest. Stats, I would say that the stats are good. I won't say that they're the best. I think I personally like Duskit stats more, but it's got good stats. The place where Protogon lacks is the move pool completely. When it also got released, it only really had like Dart Burst and like a light type move. I forgot the name, I think it was Energy Surge. It's recently got Thunder Strike, which is going to help it out a lot, but with those only other two moves, it's like, and it doesn't really like have any other two moves that you can really run, to be honest. So it's kind of like really miss for the moves. That's where like Protogon suffers in my opinion. Now for Mutagon, the stats, great. Also the range defense sucks, but it's great. So stats, great. Typing, in my opinion, is great. Only having 3 weaknesses and 1 quad weakness is good for it. I mean, it also, the quad weakness doesn't mean like it's going to be like super broken, but it's still really good in my opinion. Still really good. Gabantis is fine to come out here, and I think we just win now, actually. So yeah, that's Mutagon. And also for the moves, right now, moves are gods here. I think Ikazune's moves are a little bit better right now, but the fact that Mutagon gets coverage with Frost Punch, I think actually Mutagon actually might be better, to be honest, but I still prefer Ikazune's moveset. It's just that having Brawn Boost right now is super scary. So yeah, I definitely would say right now Mutagon is like the best of the roamers, other than like Ikazune, but Ikazune's like only good right now because like the metal typing, I think. But Ikazune is like, having Flash and Flee definitely helps Ikazune out a lot. Okay then, other than that, what else do we have? I guess the abilities, I could actually talk about as well. Duskit's also Harmonize, wasn't really like a PvP thing, it was mostly like, oh, something also to help you get personalities before roamings were even, before the rallying was even a thing. Other than that, I guess Escalate Barrier Gamma, we win, which is great. Other than that, Duskit's secret abilities, I think, in my opinion, is good. I like it. It's not exactly the best, but it's alright. Ikazune's abilities, the normal one is, I still think it's good, even though like it already resists it, but its defenses aren't the best. I think the normal ability is fine. It's not great, but it's still fine. Also, it gets energy back, but it's got a lot of energy, so it's like, eh. it doesn't really need it, but it does help, I guess, later on, because also if you're in Power Cuss, it's going to burn through its moves super quickly, because they're all like super costly. And also for its secret ability, I think the secret ability is good, but not exactly the best. Again, it's fine. Protagon's abilities, the normal one is also really, really good. It's like hit or miss, kind of like Borox, to be honest. The secret ability is alright. Again, it's fine, nothing like amazing. For Mutagon though, normal ability is, I would say it's good, but also the secret ability is what you want, because also it lets it hit way harder with this already like impressive, like, it's a good melee attack, but also the secret ability makes it hit way harder. So I say right now that Mutagon just hits on everything, the typing, the move pool, especially the move pool, the stats, and the abilities. So I think that's what makes Mutagon just super, super good. And especially right now, since also one of like the Lumions that you always see, I mean, we literally saw one on that team, a Tetab. Tetab is one of the scariest Lumions right now, also for the metal typing, and also it's really, really quick and hits super hard. Mutagon just doesn't care about it. Like, it can come in on its jungle jutsus. Even if it critical hits, it's like only like 55 damage. So I mean, it's like easy to come into it, and if it didn't crit me, it's like, well, I literally can click a Brawn boost, or I get like free chip damage onto something that's going to hit super hard, because all of its moves get boosted by its secret ability, which is great. So yeah, that's why Mutagon is super, super good. Also, as you can tell though, I'm still going to use Ikazune. Ikazune, in my opinion, is still really, really solid to run. The typing is great. The stats are like a little bit like I said, they're not like exactly the best, but they're good enough for Ikazune, because like I said, Ikazune is still really scary. So yeah, anyway though, with that being said, I think I'm going to leave off here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. And like I said, Mutagon is freaking scary. Definitely would recommend one, or at least try and get something that can potentially counter it. Like Urasol, I'm not too sure about Urasol, because also it's super melee defense bulky, so most of them, like, I would honestly say I might get a Revenine. All on that low. For my team specifically, as you can tell, I'm still like really weak to like a lot of fire type. Eruptodon I don't like, Ikazune I don't like. I'm gonna have to get a Sedimars. So yeah. Also, I will do a video on Terraclaw soon. I was gonna say quickly. I was gonna do a video on it actually yesterday. Before this video comes out, I was gonna do a video on Terraclaw yesterday, but turns out that the secret ability is actually glitched right now. It doesn't actually work. So yeah, I'm gonna have to wait until the ability's fixed, to be honest. But yeah, other than that low, I mean, we got Chompacture. Obviously, I just rallied a new Igneo, which I want to use this one as well. And I want to get a Sedimars as well, which will be fun to use. And it'll help me for my Ikazune problem. So anyway, with that being said, I'll see you guys next time.